and he was in the military, and I always just wondered what branch was he in?
He served in the Army.
How long was he in there?
2 years active, 6 years inactive.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate his service.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay, so Mary Silverberg with Green Plumbing, and as I said earlier, we are a veteran-owned plumbing company, but we are also family-operated. So I thought I would begin today with talking about the family part of the business. So my husband, Jeff, is the owner and the big kahuna of the plumbing business. He is a licensed master plumber, and he has over 25 years experience in the plumbing industry. Our 2 oldest sons, Jason and Zach, also work for us. They are plumbers as well. Jason has over 10 years full-time experience in the plumbing industry, and Zach has over 8 years. But when you consider they grew up with their dad being a plumber, they've been working for him since, I don't know, they were 6 or 8 years old, part-time in the business, so they are extremely experienced. All 3 men are very strong. They are well-dressed, plenty of coverage, where and when it's needed. They are very polite, very gentlemanly, very honest, very hardworking, and I'm so pleased to have them all working in the plumbing business.
Good job, Mom.
Thank you. Yes. Our daughter Anna Marie also works for us. She is our office manager. She is a graduate of Pikes Peak Community College, and she has her associate's degree in accounting, and she took some business classes as well. So we're very pleased to have her as our office manager as well. I also have 3 other children, and yes, I carried them all. My youngest son, Nathan, works full-time for Channel 13 News. He is a director of sound and graphics. How cool is that? He occasionally will help us out in the business. Just recently, he did a 30-second video for our website. Then my daughters, Rachel and Abigail, are here today. They are full-time students, full-time college students studying music, and on occasion, they will help out in the business as well. For instance, their mother might be giving a business lunch presentation, and she might want to jazz things up a bit and ask them to sing a plumbing ditty. Every drink you take, every pipe you break, every shower you take, every flush you make, we're on call for you. Can't you see, we're all about quality. Oh, can't you see, you can trust in Green. Every drink you take, every pipe you break, every shower you take, every flush you make, we're on call for you. Thank you, girls. I really appreciate it. So we like to have a lot of fun in our family. So. Okay, and then I work in the business as well. And my main job is to answer the phones. So one nice thing about hiring a family-owned plumbing company as opposed to hiring one of the national chains is that when you call us, you actually get to talk with the plumber. So first you'll talk to me or my daughter Anna, and we find out you're an actual customer and not a telemarketer or trying to give us a loan. I will get you in touch with an actual plumber. And oftentimes they can problem solve over the phone for you. Now, if you had called one of the national plumbing chains, you would get an operator and they would schedule a technician to come out to your house right away. And if they were there for 5 minutes or less, there would be a fee for that. Sometimes it's $70 or more just for that. So if you call us, you actually get to talk to a plumber, and when we can, we'll help you out on the phone, and the guys do their scheduling as well. So I thought I would talk about some of the common mistakes that people make that are easily fixed, and maybe you can use this in your real life experience. So the first 2 are embarrassingly simple, and it's almost hard to believe that this actually happens to people. But the first one is they think their bathtub drain is stopped up, but it's just the lever on the bathtub that they have to, So we get a call, and that's the first thing we'll tell them. Did you try and do that little lever? And they're like, hold on a minute. And then they come back and they're like, sorry, never mind. But anyway, we're happy to solve those problems on the phone for you, because it's kind of hard for us to go out to your house and go, okay, $70, we don't want to do that. Okay, the other thing, or the next thing is garbage disposals. When your garbage disposal is not working and you have figured out that it's not clogged, you've done the key thing and it's spinning, make sure it's plugged in. It may look like it's plugged in, but it might be halfway plugged. Kids are notorious for getting under the sink and playing around and doing that. So make sure your garbage disposal is plugged in. The next one has to do with pipes underneath your kitchen or bathroom sinks. So in older homes or in homes where there's not good insulation, those are problem areas when it gets really cold for those pipes freezing. And the mistake people make is that they cover those pipes in extra insulation. Well, what that actually does is it keeps the heated air from getting to those pipes, and it's not good. A better option is to open up the doors under those cabinets, especially when it's really cold or if you're going out of town for the week. And that'll allow the warm, heated air to get to those pipes and hopefully prevent them from freezing. Okay, the next one has to do with water pressure. A lot of times people have poor water pressure in their homes, and it's actually because the plumbing fixture is clogged up with mineral deposits. So what you can do for yourself is switch out those fixtures, and shower heads are really easy to change out. One of the biggest mistakes people make when switching out their shower head is, it's real easy. You unscrew it, you get the new shower head, and if it has a washer in it, you don't have to add plumber's tape to it, and most of them come with washers now. But what they do is they screw in that shower head too tightly, and that blows out the washer. So just screw it in very gently. If it's not tight enough, you'll know, because when you turn the water on, there'll be water coming out of areas where it's not supposed to be coming out of. And then you just tighten it a little bit more until the water is only coming out of the bottom of the shower fixture. So that's another one. And then my next one, I did not learn until I was almost 40 years old, and this just rocked my world. So I thought I would share this one with you all. It's a rule for tightening and loosening plumbing fixtures or any kind of valve or screws. And it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So if you want to tighten something, you go to the right, righty-tighty. If you want to loosen something, you go to the left, lefty-loosey. The mistake people make with plumbing valves is that oftentimes you're looking at the back side of a valve. So that rule works only as you're facing the front of the valve. Sometimes that valve will be up against a wall, sometimes it'll be upside down on the floor, in which case you have to reverse that little rule in your head. If you're not sure what to do, just give me a call. You can text me a picture. The guys can tell you exactly which way to turn that valve to the right or to the left. Okay, the number one mistake people make when they're buying a new home or a piece of property is they do not get their sewer line camera. So this can be a very big expense if there's an issue with that sewer line. It can easily be $5,000 to $10,000 or even more, as Justin can tell you. So we recommend having this done before you buy the home. It's not a big fee for doing this, and it can really tell you if there's issues. It can give you some bargaining power as far as purchasing the home. That is a good referral for us. We do the sewer scopes or sewer cameras. We also replace sewer lines. If you know somebody who is getting their sewer lines, please have them get a second opinion. There are, believe it or not, unscrupulous businesses out there. They will tell you that line has to be replaced when it doesn't. We've run into this before. We're happy to tell you, no, it doesn't need to be replaced. We are always happy to show you. You can watch us when we're doing it. You can watch the video. We found that some companies won't even let you see the video of your sewer line and tell you that it needs to be replaced, and that's just not right. And then the last thing on my list of things that mistakes people make is they don't know how to shut off the main water supply to your house. Everyone needs to know how to do this, because if you have a pipe break, you don't want to have to figure it out then. So make sure your spouse knows how to do it, make sure your children know how to do it. I had a situation at my house, this was years ago, where a pipe broke and I did not know how to turn off the main water supply to the house. Thank you, my son, who was, 8 years old at the time, knew how to do it. He saved me from getting in a lot of trouble with my husband. Okay, so our focus is on quality work at a reasonable price. Happy to help over the phone. The Lord has blessed us with a lot of work, so we're happy to give you free advice anytime we can. So just call us at Green Plumbing for maximum quality, minimum waste, and reasonable price.